All right. We're going to do the grand finals now. We're going to do Trap versus Serral. Alrighty, here we are, the grand finals. Trap versus Serral. Honestly, like, this is probably one of the more pertinent rivalries of 2020, because these guys have faced off in several finals so far. I think it was DreamHack Summer that Serral and Trap faced off for the first time, and I think they also played in Asus ROG. I don't remember. They've played against each other quite a lot this year. Is this the sky? I don't know. I haven't seen this yet. This is the grand final. This is the best of 7. All right. So, let me actually really quickly let me update the stream. Last chance. Grand finals commentary. Okay. So, we have an Oracle Adept opening here from Trap. And Trap knows better than to shade that in. Stop talking about that engagement. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. I swear. It'll happen. It'll happen. So we do have the Oracle coming in here now. He's actually going to clear a creep with this Oracle. Not something that you usually see, but it works. That's actually a pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool gimmick. I think that's what Blizzard really wanted people to do with Oracles once they changed how Revelation works. We have a 4-minute third base here from Trap. This is very early. We do have a Void Ray out as well. I'm going to clear out the Overlords here from Serral, if there are any. And Serral does scout this third base, which is very nice here from Serral. See the Roach Warren coming down. We see a Lair. And we see Serral just droning up. Wow. How did Trap find that Overlord? That's crazy. Well done. I think he scouted the Overlord at his third base earlier, and he knew that it would have gone to the bottom right. And he's just checking the entire edge of the map. All right, here come. Well, I mean, if he had shaded in, if it's only 2 queens, he probably could have killed like 6 drones there or so. Alrighty, so. Serral's building a lot of roaches. He's building a lot of lings. I think he's suspecting an adept pressure to come out here from Trap, which is being done. And Serral with 2 Dropper Lords on the way. Okay, so I think what he's gonna do, he's gonna use Roach Ling to hold off this adept pressure, and then he's gonna do a double Ling drop. Oh wait, is this? Oh, he's just doing the German taxi build. Oh, this is just the German taxi build. Okay, so the Adepts going into the mineral lines here. He's gonna try to get on top of some of these drones here, but Serral with the Dropper Lords is just gonna ferry all of his queens across the map here. It's just pure Ling Queen Roach. It is the German taxi. We're seeing it now. We're gonna see if Trap can hold this beautiful German taxi. Ravagers on the way as well. Serral has the ability to build even more. Okay, here it comes. So he knows it's happening. He's got 5 shield batteries on the way here. Here come the queens. They are dropped, and it looks like Serral's Ling's gonna try to get on top of this as best he can. Beautiful force fields here from Trap here so far. The Void Ray's not quite able to kill these queens. The Ravagers are still going completely uncontested. He's gonna drop Biles down on this shield battery in the back, which was being used for an overcharge, but there's still 5 queens in this army here. There's still 5 Ravagers as well. He's gonna drop it on the remaining batteries here from Trap. Oh my god, Serral with a fantastic attack is gonna kill this third base. All the probes at it. The sentries will fall, and I think Serral is gonna take game 1 with a beautiful German taxi timing attack. These Ravagers cannot be contested. The queens getting to drop some creep here as a result of these Dropper Lords. Trap is just trying his hardest to keep his natural behind this, but Serral's droning up. He knows he's already done enough damage. He can just pull back. These 2 Void Rays here. holding the line, but he's going to get as much damage done as he can. If he could kill the Cyber Core, that would actually be really nice. It would only make Zealots able to be warped in now, and I don't believe that Trap has charge. I could be wrong. He's killing both these gateways as well, and Serral just going to pull back. He knows he's done enough damage, and he can just drone up behind this. And now the onus is on Trap to end the game by pushing across the map. This creep here also very annoying, actually blocking the potential third base here of Trap. Oh my god. Okay, so he's gonna have to use a revelation on his Oracle in order to get this third base down. You're good, StarCraft. You're a good commentary. I didn't know that before. Yeah, I don't do commentary particularly often, but I always do like to do it. And I don't get the chance to do it too often. Because, like, when you're streaming, people would much rather watch 1v1 games than they would watch commentary. But these matches are so recent, and they're so good, that I was like, you know what, I'll do this for a bit. But I appreciate that as a CT fan. I really do. All right, so Serral absolutely in the lead here. He lost 1 Ravager in that attack. I can't believe it. This cost efficiency is just nuts. And he actually drops the Queen out on top of these Void Rays. He will get one of them, too. Oh, my God. Serral is a mad lad. I love him. So Serral is indisputably light years ahead of Trap in this situation. He has more bases, more drones. He will soon equalize the upgrades here. And this creep tumor blocking the third base from Trap once again here. And Trap's going into disruptors behind this, but he's got Ling Roach Ravager. There's no way that disruptors are going to kill this army. He's so many Lings. The Archon count is getting very scary high, though, and that's problematic here for Trap, or for Serral. Getting Baneling speed behind this. He's going to get Baneling speed. He's going to get Banelings, and Lingbane Ravager is just really hard to kill with the Protoss in this situation. Lingbane Ravager, oh my god, here comes a Disruptor shot. Some okay splits here from Serral. He will get on top of some of these Ravagers, but once again, the Baneling speed is not done yet. It's still not quite there. He will pick off this Disruptor with the Ravagers in the back. The Baneling's trying to get on top of these Zealots. The third base is completely forfeit here from Trap. He's trying to just micro his heart out here. A beautiful Disruptor shot connects on some of these Ravagers. Another one going out, not getting its targets at all, but there's no way that Trap can save this third base. He knows it, and Baneling speed's about to be done. This army composition here from Serral is not very good, but it works if you can keep the Protoss on this low amount of supply. The Baneling's crashing into so many of these Zealots here, and I just don't see any way for Trap to win this game. Serral is so far ahead in economy. He's so far ahead in economy, and Trap cannot take a third base. He cannot take a third base here. He's even going to pick out the probe here, I think. Is Serral gonna drop a creep timber in the main or something? That would actually be lit. And then do like a Nidostorm. I want to see that. That'd be cool. All right. Disruptor shot gets a small amount of units here. There's 3 disruptors in this army. You can never count out a Protoss that's doing 3 disruptors. Is he just gonna drop the queens into the main? I don't like this at all. I think that's a horrible idea. I don't know what he was thinking with that. Oh, beautiful disruptor shots here from Trap going downtown. Thank you for the stream. Love it. Oh, you're most welcome. I used to smoke good. Love you too, buddy. But yeah, I don't see any way that Trap to win this game. He's going to get some really nice Robo Bay units out. He's going to start getting Colossus as well. But he has to contend with just an insane amount of Lingbane Ravager here. And plus on melee is done now as well. Some OK splits going to be out here from Serral here. And the Disruptor shots are outstanding here from Trap. They're really, really excellent. But Serral should just max out. He should just max out, get +2. And this army is completely toast. Okay, he's going to crash in here with the Banelings once again. A lot of splash damage going down here on the army of Trap. Beautiful micro here from both sides. And the shield battery overcharge having to be used. And he actually picks off one of the disruptors here as well. Yeah, this is looking like lights out here for Trap. It's been kind of over for him for a while now. But he's still trying to fight this back. Serral with 71 drones. An excellent economy. Some pretty good creep spread here. And Trap is just trying so hard to clear out this creep, take a third base. He will pick off the queens here, which is nice. He doesn't even get the drop overlord. That could lead to a Baneling drop later, honestly. And Serral's Lings and Serral's army just relentlessly scavenging this map. Now, there is a Colossus and there's a lot of disruptors in this army. If Trap gets a miracle engage from the other side of the map, he can win this. This Void Ray here taking unnecessary damage. He'll actually lose the Void Ray here, which is a really big error there from Trap. I mean, that's just an expensive unit that he could totally have used to kill the roaches. So now it comes down to this engagement. Serral's up 40 supply. He's up a lot of upgrades here. And Trap is forced to make this engagement work. There's 1 Colossus and 2 Disruptors in this army. Serral is bowing out and getting as big of a concave as he possibly can. There's a lot of roaches in this army. And Trap just used one of his only 2 Disruptor balls. Here comes the attack here from Serral. He's flanking in from the back as well. There is a 3rd Disruptor here. It's going to pop out one of its Novas and try to get on top of these Banelings, which are killing the Disruptors here of Trap. There is so much here from Serral. There's more Banelings on the way. There is no way that Trap can win this. He knows it. And the Banelings are going to get on top of all of these Stalkers. And Trap is down to 75 supply. There is absolutely no chance. GG. Last chance, no chance here for Trap as Serral takes game 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got ourselves a 12 pull, boys. Serral. Excellent micro right there. Put the drone exactly in the center of the hatchery so that Trap could not block it, which honestly, Trap should have blocked that hatch. There was no reason for Trap to not block that. And now Trap is doing a full wall off. He's chrono boosting Zealot out. So Trap sees the Lings going on. He's actually going to keep this probe here. I kind of want to see him do like a proxy Stargate or something like that. Now the question, okay, so there is a gap here in this wall, but he's got it plugged with a Zealot. So now Serral's gonna surround this gateway here, and now here's the micro game here. Trap needs to attack these Lings. He can't let the Lings kill his gateway, but he can't pull the Zealot out too far, or else Serral will get the surround on the Zealot. This is an extremely delicate micro dance from both sides. Okay, oh god, and there's 4 probes here as well. Okay, so now it looks like Trap is gonna lose one of his probes. But he is going to hold this wall. And oh my god, he gets a surround of the Zealots. He's going to kill at least one of them here. And Serral hasn't lost that many Lings either. This is really well done. However. Yeah, that was a beautiful hold there from Trap. Serral has no gas. He has no gas. And there's already 2 Adepts out on the map. Which means that Serral is going to have a hell of a time holding this attack later. They're all going to split off some of his Lings here. This is exactly what he should be doing. And Trap has not started his natural yet. So Serral's a little bit ahead here. Looks like this Zealot going to try to trade off with the Lings here. But Trap's just going to build more Adepts. It's exactly what he should be doing. He's going to attack across the map with 4 Adepts. There's no Link speed. Serral's no gas. He's only just now starting an Extractor in his natural. For the 60 people who are here watching right now, by the way, thank you very much for being here. Hope you guys are enjoying the commentary. So we have Trap coming in here now, and again, with no Link speed, these Adepts have the potential to do a lot of damage. These Adepts have the potential to do a lot of damage. He's actually gonna not finish this Shade forward here. He's got 3 Adepts here with this push, and we do have a Stargate coming in here now. I would have loved to have seen him proxy it, because he had a probe on this side of the map. Warp Gate's about to be done here as well. The Queens here from Serral are just absolutely phenomenal. This is a great defense here from Serral so far. He's going to not finish this Shade again in the main, and not finish that Shade in the natural either. Trap being very cautious here. He has 4 Adepts and this Zealot. Serral's still nowhere close to getting Link speed. He's going to pick off one of the Creep Tumors here. He might be able to get one of the Adepts here. He does get one of the Adepts here, but loses a Creep Tumor. And Serral's Overlord unable to scout here. I don't think he actually saw the Stargate or the Oracle. And Link speed is now on the way. He does save the Overlord, though. That's a very nice change of affairs here for Serral. And Serral expanding to his 3rd base. He's actually going into the Triangle expansion here instead of the Parallel expansion, which you usually see that with Terrans. But Serral gonna try to go there instead. That probe is still trying to block that base. Goodness. All right, so we do have an Oracle coming out here now. Serral does have a Spore. Oh, we have a second Oracle here from Trap. Okay. Oh, Serral did scout the Stargate. Excuse me. Okay, so he's building a Spore now. He's getting Overlord speed. I love that from Serral. I think it's a great idea. And now we have this Spore coming out. Serral, with the Queens and the Spore, will be able to hold this off. He's only just now building a Spore in the natural here. And Trap with the second Oracle. We're going to see what he can do here. Guys, StarCraft is such an extraordinary game. God, this game is fantastic. There's so many things about this game. And I'm sure I'm missing like almost all of them, but there's so many tiny things about this game that just deserve such extraordinary commentary. Oracle's coming in here now, again, with beautiful Queen and Spore coverage here from Serral. Will not lose a single drone. The Trap has not killed a drone with 2 of these Oracles, which is insane. Trap's third base almost done here, and with this Overlord here from Serral, he will see pretty much the entire advancement of the tech tree here, which is really excellent. We do see here now 3 Oracles coming in. He's got to pick off a lot of these drones. The Queens from Serral uncharacteristically out of position. 7 drones go down. Oh my god. One of those Oracles has 2 HP. Oh, wow. That was some excellent execution there from Trap. And Serral with a lair now. He's building 10 more drones, so he's actually going to macro up. He's getting +1 range attack immediately. And Roach speed. I suspect he's going to transition into Roach Hydra, but it could still be Lingmane Ravager. Infestation Pit. Okay, so he's going to go for Swarm Hosts. All right. We got Blink Stalker, Sentry. Probably, yeah, with a Robobay, he's probably, or Robo Facility, he's probably going to transition this into Blink Stalker Disruptor. And Serral's going to go for Roachling Swarm Host. We have an attack coming out here from Trap. There's really not that much here, but the Oracles make the math on this a lot more complicated, because if Serral doesn't have enough Queens in this engagement, the Oracles can kill just about everything. Oh, and I love this Drop Overlord here. I think that's honestly just going to be a Roach, or it may, no, he's just going to use the Lings that he has. He's going to use the Lings that he currently has that he doesn't need anymore for the later parts of the game, and he's going to use those for a Ling drop. We have Swarm Hosts coming out here now from Serral. He's building 6 Overlords right now. Unfortunately, a little bit supply block there. He has 600 gas. He's just building a lot of Swarm Hosts here. We should see the Nidus coming out here pretty soon. And Trap, with the Phoenix, does see the Infestation Pit. He should know the Swarm Hosts are coming out, right? I think you should be able to figure it out. Trap with this Oracle just barely doesn't see this Ling drop, which could actually do a lot of damage here. There's no cannons, there's no shield batteries, nothing of the sort. And we do have Serral pushing out now with the Queens and the Roach Ravager. He's building nothing but units here. I don't know about this. There's not that much from Trap, but there's enough. There's enough, I think. And the Swarm Hosts with no Nidus Swarm, it's going to take a long time for them to get up to this fight. Keep in mind, the Oracles are here as well. The Queens are here to shield everything, but this is still a lot from both sides. A lot of this army supply is in Swarm Hosts here for Serral, which is something very important to note, because that means that for a significant portion of the fight, Serral just has no army supply that can actually help him. All right, so we do have another Stasis Sword coming out here now. He does not kill this shield battery, which is actually very important, because if he gets another shield battery up, he can recharge that with what he's got. Okay, so we do have the Ling drop coming in here now from Trap. Some beautiful Blake Stalker Micro coming back here. And we do see this Locust coming in here. Now the Stasis Ward actually disables all the Locusts here. Some phenomenal defensive plays here from Trap. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. And it looks like the Biles are going to come down here on this pylon. The Oracle's coming in here now. The Queen's getting on top of the Oracles here. I don't know who's going to win this. This is very close, but I think that Serral has enough to push through here. He's going to focus fire down some of these Oracles. Some beautiful target fire here from Serral. The Ravager Biles going down on the Stalkers on the left. The Swarm Hosts are getting ready for another wave. They're going to get on top of this Photon Cannon. And I think that Serral's going to push through here. There is a Colossus now, but he's getting targeted down. There's no shield batteries. The Colossus goes down. And Serral, with a phenomenal attack here, is probably going to dismantle this Protoss. He's going to pick off the Immortal in the back with the Locusts. I think that Serral has enough to push through here, but there is another Colossus out, and he does not have the ability to surround it and just straight up kill it. The Locusts are getting an insane amount of damage done. This is a very, very scrappy game here from both sides. Serral does build a Hydra Den behind this. He is building +2 range attack as well. The roaches here in the natural are completely uncontested. He's going to get on top of some of these drones, or some of these probes, excuse me. And I think the rush has been held. The question is, does Serral build more swarm hosts, or does he transition into Roach Hydra and just, what does he do with these swarm hosts now? I think he either needs to build like 6 more swarm hosts, or he needs to just sack them at some point in the game and trade them out for a better army. Looks like they are going to come in here now. He might be able to focus down the Nexus with this, honestly. I don't know where he's going to send them. It looks like he's going to get on top of the probes and the Nexus here. The probes are being pulled. 10, 11 probes have gone down so far, and these locusts are doing a pretty insane amount of damage to this Nexus. Will he kill the Nexus? The answer is, it lives with 3 HP. Oh my god. Wow. That Nexus should absolutely be dead. If a roach, like, drooled on that Nexus, it would die. Okay, he's going to send some roaches over here. He is going to pick off this Nexus here. Nice move there from Serral. He's going to send the rest of the roaches here to the 3rd base. Trap on only 2 bases. Serral is no, he's not maxed out, excuse me. He's building a lot more roaches behind this, but he has a lot of money. He should just remax with Hydras, I think. The Swarm Host is going to get another Locust Wave off here and go into the main base. Keep in mind, +2 is about to get done. There's no way this Nexus lives. Serral will absolutely kill this Nexus with these Locusts here. And a lot of these probes to boot. Oh my god. Oh my god. He killed the Nexus just barely and 19 probes. Trap is at half the supply. He is at half the supply. I don't see any way that Trap wins this. None whatsoever. The Swarm Hosts... Where even are the Swarm Hosts? Where the hell did they go? Oh, there they are. They're in the back of this. But there's just a critical mass of roaches here. There's not enough to protect these Colossus. The Colossus go down. There's 1 Disruptor here, which is just going to get completely freaking wrecked. And that is it. GG. Well played. Oh my god. Wow. Phenomenal game from both players here. But Serral once again showing why he's arguably the best player in the world. Using stasis to stop locust waves is galaxy brain shit for sure. You know what's crazy is in the 2018 global finals against Stats in game 3, they were on Dreamcatcher, and there was a moment where Stats had a stasis ward at his 3rd base. Serral launched a wave of locusts and then moved them down and then took 1 locust and deliberately landed it on the stasis ward and then A-moved with the rest of the locusts. I was like, oh my god, you're so good. You're just so good. I need to refresh the page. It's being slow to load. Okay. And here we are. And as always, I'm just skipping a little bit of the early game because that's not where the commentary is particularly fun. And it's much easier to do commentary in the early game if you actually have another caster there. The only thing that's really relevant for you to know is that Trap is going Stargate, opening with an opening with the Void Ray, of course. And he did block the natural of Serral, so Serral was forced to take his 3rd base 2nd and his 2nd base 3rd. Alrighty. We've seen some pretty crazy games on this map. Serral versus Beyond on this map, the game 5 of the Asus ROG, was one of the best StarCraft 2 games I've ever seen, and it was on this map. There's been a lot of crazy Sky Toss on this map. I hope that this map has some Sky Toss on it. That'd be great. Those are always some crazy, wild, drawn-out games. Trap taking a Nexus of 4 minutes. That's very, very early here, but nothing too out of the ordinary. If awesome Fuddard, are you referring to the Serral pulling 1 locust apart, or are you talking about this map? We're at 69 viewers. Nobody go anywhere. Nobody go anywhere. Don't tell your friends about this stream. Don't raid me. Don't host me. Don't get anyone else to raid or host me. Just stay right here. Don't anybody go anywhere. All right. So we have the follow-up Oracle, which is not able to get any drone damage done. Nice scout though. And this Void Ray has the potential to do a lot of damage here. It's actually going to try to get on top of this Overlord and kill it, which it will. Pretty crazy how Void Rays can just do that. Pretty crazy how Void Rays can just do that. And we have more Void Rays. He's building 2 of them at a time from 2 different Stargates because, you know, Void Rays can just do that. And so we have a lair coming up now from Serral. No 4th base yet, which I think is a slight blunder here from Serral. I think he should have taken it a little bit sooner. Yeah, I figured you meant the locust move, but it seemed a little bit late for you to reply to that. Is my chat late or something? Are y'all, is this all in real time? I don't know. Anyways, we do have a spire coming up here now from Serral. I don't know where he put it. Oh my god. The 9,000 IQ spire location. Oh my goodness. Now, you see that, like, oh, I think the Revelated Queen walked past it, but I don't think that Trap actually realized that's what it was. Yeah, they do show up a little bit delayed there. I do kind of want that though. But like, you're still, it just felt like your replies in general were a little bit late, but it's probably not that bad. All right, so now this is not the reply that you usually expect to mass Void Rays from the Zerg, because usually if the Zerg builds air units to kill the Void Rays, the Protoss can just switch into Phoenixes and they kill all the Mutalisks. But that's okay, because this is Serral and he can do whatever he wants. I think you should just restart the stream. That would, no. I shall do no such thing. And we do see mutas being built here from Serral. This is not something that Trap should be expecting, I don't think. At the same time, he should see this amount of Lings and think it's either Ling main muta or it's Ling Hydra. Ling main Hydra. So Trap, I think Trap put it together. He's building cannons now. He's building Archons as well. Oh, I see, Andre. Gotcha, gotcha. So we have 6 Void Rays here, completely annihilating these Lings. Serral scouts this 4th base. And now we have Corruptors on the way here from Serral, which yeah, it will kill these Void Rays, but I don't know. Void Rays can kill Corruptors pretty easily too. There's a lot of Queens here, which is wonderful here from Serral. Here comes the Charge Lot follow-up. There is no Baneling Nest here, I don't think. Is there a Baneling Nest? I feel like he would have made them by now. Roach is on the way here. There's a lot of Void Rays here, and the Prismatic Alignment, I believe, has already been triggered here, so he can actually just A-move with the Corruptors here and trade decently with these Void Rays. But meanwhile, we have 3 mutas in the main mineral line, picking off so many probes here, and Serral trying to focus down these Void Rays here. Not quite working out for him, and Serral GG's. Oh, man. He knew he couldn't kill the army. He knew he couldn't kill the army, even if he got some counter damage done on the other side. I thought the Spire choice was a little bit odd. Another hatch block here from Trap. Lings somehow got in the main and scouted. The Serral should see the pylon that's at the main base. But I think Trap is waiting to drop the tech until after he's killed both the Lings. He does drop the Stargate here. Will this Ling be able to see it? The answer is no. So Serral's a little bit in the dark here. Despite getting the Lings in that early, he is in the dark. And this is just gonna transition into, you know, a normal Stargate opener. There's a chrono boosted warp gate here, which is really interesting because you usually want to chrono boost the unit that you're building from the Stargate, and the Zerg is gonna interpret the chrono boosted warp gate as a Twilight based pressure. Serral building quite a few Lings here. I think he's expecting some type of push here with like Clave Adepts or something. And he actually went right past the Adepts. Maybe that was his intention. It looks like he's going to try to maybe... Okay, so he's going to confirm that there's no 3rd base here. There's... This is really odd. He's building a spore now. He's building a roach warren at his natural, because that is his natural. And the glaive adepts are going to come across the map now. There is an overlord that's going to scout them. He sees all 4 of them, so he needs to get on top of them. And the Ling's actually getting a pretty decent, actually, no, not a decent surround. The adept's actually going to kill all of these Lings. He does lose 1 adept here. He's going to shade towards the natural here. Serral with more Lings and Queens on the way. And the Oracle here should be coming in as well to help give some damage boost to this. He's going to shade the adepts towards the main. The Lings from Serral just not quite ready. He should be getting those Lings in the main immediately. The adepts do finish shading in the main. The Lings get a very decent surround here, but quite a few drones are going to go down here. These adepts are going to kill 6 drones, which is a lot. Trap is actually up by 11 workers right now. Quickly equalized by Serral, building around drones, but that's still a lot of drone damage to be done. And Trap is going to go into Twilight Council and gateways behind this. So, alarm bells should be going off in Serral's head because there is no 3rd Nexus. Beautiful pickup on the Oracle there. Oh, Trap. Oh, hang on. We got to back up. Trap looks devastated that he lost that Oracle. Right down here. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That's unfortunate. So, Serral should be expecting a 2-base all-in here because there's just no 3rd Nexus anywhere. He's killing the probes that are trying to get a 3rd Nexus. So maybe he knows that there's going to be some type of macro transition here. Forcing the Oracles to trigger the Pulsar Beam and then pulling back. Also very nice move there from Serral. Serral should be able to save this Overlord, am I mistaken? Oh, he just barely lost it there. Rip. We do see charge. Now, there is a decent saturation here on these bases here for Trap, and he still does not have a 3rd base. If I was Serral, I would just build as many freaking roaches as I could right now. It looks like that's exactly what he's doing. The Archon drop is going to come out here now, and with Trap killing these Lings here, I don't think Serral's actually going to scout this. Yeah, his Lings run right by. He is just frantically trying to make sure the Trap doesn't have a 3rd. Looks like he is going to come in here now. He does see the probe. He'll pick off the probe and just leave. There's actually not enough energy on this Oracle here to contest these Lings, so the Zealots are going to go down here. Now, Trap is going to be able to pick off these Lings here now, but there's a lot of roaches on the way here from Serral. He's not building any drones. He's getting roach speed and roaches, and he's up 30 army supply. Potentially more if he picks off these Archons or the Warp Prism. Somehow he only lost 1 queen during that. That was just crazy. But yeah, Serral is just holding down the roach button here. He's building Ravagers as well. And he's, oh my god, he's pushing with the queens. Trap has no idea this is happening. I think he's going to figure it out now. He needs to recall the prism. He needs to recall the prism right now. Oh my god, he's actually going to warp in the main. Serral pulling back immediately here. This is a beautiful move here from Trap. Oh my god. Okay, so he's going to have to split his units like absolutely perfectly here. The drones are going to take a pretty immense amount of damage here. The Spore is going to go onto town on the Warp Prism here. Serral with a pretty excellent split here so far. He has only lost 2 drones in this engagement. I don't understand how he does it. I don't understand how he's lost only 2 drones throughout this. What in the hell? How? How did he lose 2 drones? He lost 2 drones in that engagement. I would have lost 15. I'm not even kidding. I would have lost 15. I would have lost the game right there with that counterattack. Oh my god. If he kills this Warp Prism, that would be huge. Oh my god, that Warp Prism just barely gets away. But Serral, with these roaches, can he kill this 3rd base? He might be able to, honestly. There's not that much here to defend, and the 3rd base is already at only half health. Oh my god, he's gonna get this 3rd base. Right? No. Yeah, he's gonna get it. There's no way he holds this. There's no way Trap holds this. Okay, so he's gonna get the 3rd base. Serral's up 60 supply. And almost all of that is an army. Nice force field there from Trap. Picking off a couple of these units, but it's 8 minutes in and Trap has no 3rd base. I'm pretty sure this is over. He's gonna bring the Archon drop back here to reinforce this. But this is still a lot coming out here from Serral. Oh my god, the army from Trap completely going the wrong way. He's not even moving his army. What the hell is he doing? hell is he doing? Why didn't he engage? I have no idea. All right, so he's warping in from the warp prism, and yeah, this is just over. Yeah, Trap looks like he's in a spot of bother here. Serral is up 3-1, so every game from now on, if Serral wins it, it's over. However, there is still at least 45 minutes left in this, so I'm gonna assume that Serral doesn't win this next game, unless it's a really, really long game. That Serral ultimately wins, but we'll find out. Stargate opener, double adept. Okay, we'll go to right about here. Oracle Void Ray into here. All right, so we do have a second Stargate on the way here now from Trap. He's still building Void Rays. Well, I really don't like doing commentary in the early game. It's so hard to make it interesting when there's so little happening in the game and when you don't have another commentator to bounce things off of. Theoretically, I could just use one of my impressions and bounce things off myself, but that's a lot of work, and my voice is already a little bit wrecked. And so we now have 2 meme rays at a time from Trap, who is going double Stargate this game. And mass Void Rays can do a lot against the Zerg. Trap has secured a very excellent early third base here as well. So, Serral, if I saw everything on the map right now, what I would do, I would drone up, take a 4th base, get more queens. That's pretty much my best estimated response. I'm also not the best Zerg in the world, so I like the fast forward. Let's get to the good shit. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone. The only time, like, I'll skip enough of the early game to confirm that it's not like a cannon rush or a cheese or things like that. And then as soon as I confirm that it's a standard backcourt-based opening, I'll just skip to like 5 minutes or so. Wish they had that when I watched it earlier. Yeah. As much as I love those commentators, the early game is probably just really boring to watch. All right. So Serral taking this 4th base now. He's getting a Hydra Den. He's getting 10 more drones. Both players just macroing to their heart's content. Trap's getting 6 more gateways here. I don't know if this is going to signal a push or if it's going to signal him just getting a lot of units out. And then not necessarily pushing. It depends on whether Trap takes a 4th base here. And we do see here now that Trap is going to get a little bit of utility from this Oracle. There's actually no Spore here. So getting 3 drones is not nothing. And these Void Rays going to pick up a lot of these Lings as well. And wow. That was some beautiful micro there from Trap. I'd honestly just recall that Oracle. Or maybe he'll get it out after the shields regen. So interestingly enough, we have double Evo here from Serral, getting range attack upgrades and melee attack upgrades. He's gonna go Lingbane Hydra. Yo, brother, you're on. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you just saying that I'm streaming right now? I certainly am. I certainly am. Been waiting. I've been streaming for like 3 hours. What are you talking about? All right, so we do have the double upgrades coming up here from Serral. Storm coming down from Trap, and a 4th base coming down here from Trap is very important. This Oracle's gotten a lot of utility out of it, but he will lose the Oracle finally. 7 drones, I think, is worth it, though. I think 7 drones is absolutely worth it. Did Serral forget to shift-click the... Okay. I thought he attacked the rocks and then forgot to shift-click the Banes off the rocks, which would have been really devastating. Serral looks like he's just going to push. He's got 85 drones already. He might just push and try to get some damage done here. Which, I mean, with those upgrades, you know, why not? It's a lot of army supply. I think he's going to rotate around and kill the other set of rocks, which he will. And then try to scout the 4th base situation here from Trap. I think what's going to be really important here, so we have +1 air weapons coming out here from Trap. Trap should drop a fleet beacon. Serral should drop an infestation pit. There's a lot of Void Rays in this army. There's a lot of High Templars as well. Storm is done. Keep in mind. So the Banelings here, gonna try to get on top of this mineral line. He will pick off one of the High Templars. He's actually trying to get it on the High Templars in the back. Remember, the Void Rays are still here. They're still doing a lot of damage. The Storms are really excellent here from Trap. The Storms are really excellent here. The Banelings are very low on HP. He storms his own Void Rays, Omega Lull, and I think that Serral should be pushed back here. I don't think he can really get too much more damage with this push here. The Banelings crashing in on a lot of these Zealots here. Serral got paid to lose by the Korean government. Okay, first of all, spoiler alert, but secondly, no. All right, so we have more Hydras coming out from Serral. The Fleet Beacon is down now from Trap, and Serral is only just now starting his infestation pit. I actually like this quite a bit here from Trap. Because they're both on even economy, they're both going to get a relatively even army supply, and Protoss units are just going to get a really, really efficient trade. Can you show some Serral view? No, I'm watching the VOD. I'm watching the VOD. I always watch things live now because I know some knock-on's going to spoil things for me. Well, he doesn't say if he spoils the match or if he spoils the series. So I don't know. But we have this attack coming in here now. Sorry, I wasn't commentating on that much. A beautiful Zealot counter run by here from Trap on the 5th base here of Serral. This shield battery overcharge keeping these Void Rays alive for a very long amount of time. I think Serral overextended here. He's going to lose a lot of these Hydras here. That's actually a really bad trade here from Serral. So now Serral's behind it. I think he's actually going to lose his space despite the number of transfusions he's put on it. Oh my god, he's still transfusing it. Can he save it? The answer is not quite. That's a huge blow there from Serral. He really needed to keep that base alive. And now the carriers are on the way. Do you think there's match fixing in SC2? It has happened before. Now I don't think there is. Or if there is, it does not happen at an extraordinarily high level. Like there's no evidence to suggest that it's happening at an extraordinarily high level. But it has happened before. Yeah, like, Life did not throw WCS 2015. He threw, like, a minor tournament long before that. Thank you for your response. You're welcome. Yeah, there's cheating in every sport. That's the way to think of it. There's cheating in every sport. He has Zero Blast 202. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the commentary in the stream. So we have a Spire coming up here from Serral, but there's actually a very uncharacteristic mistake. He didn't build the Spire with the Hive. I meant to say he has a Hive, but not a Spire. He doesn't have a Spire on the way. He has a Hive on the way, but he doesn't have a Spire, which is really problematic because there's carriers out now, and he has very poor upgrades to deal with these carriers here. The Storms are a massive, massive attack here from Trap. He's out of, I think he's out of energy. He might be able to get on top of some of these High Templars here. I don't know how Serral's trading as well as he is. He will be forced to pull back here because there's no way he can attack this game or attack this army here. Yo, Sunset SC2, thank you very much for the follow. To the 59 people who are here right now, thank you very much for being here. To the 10 people who left so that I no longer have a 69 viewer count, what on earth are you thinking? What's wrong with you people? So we have carriers on the way. Serral has no answer for these carriers, none whatsoever. He has 5 bases. He's got 84 drones, but he's building infestors now. Oh, we're at 67. We need 2 more. We need exactly 2 more viewers for the memes. For the memes, fam. He's got spores. He's got hydras. He's getting infestors, but he has no spire. He has no spire, and he has he only has +1 carapace. Trap is getting +2 air. This is looking really excellent here for Trap. Like if Serral wins this game, he's gonna have a hard time winning this game. Look at how much gas is in Serral's army. He has less than 1,000 gas in this army. Oh, there we go with the Baneling screen. But still really looking bad here for Serral. He has a lurker down on the way, so he has the potential to do some counterplay here. He's going to have a nice Lingard by here, but he's actually going to lose several Overlords here out in the open. Definitely not something you want to have happen as well. And this Queen Hydra battering ram is going to have to somehow kill this amount of carrier Void Ray. And to be fair, the Queens are still going to get a lot of damage here. This is actually a pretty good engagement here from Serral overall in the grand scheme of things. Microbial Shroud, the meme, finally coming out at last, but there is no way Serral kills this. GG. Oh my goodness. Wow. Serral is so much stronger than how he played. Every player is so much stronger than how they play. Every single StarCraft player plays bad on some games and plays very well on others. Inconsistency in performance is completely normal. That makes complete sense to me. Also, did you see the first 3 games that Serral won that were like really, really excellent play from Serral all around? I saw those. I saw those games. They were great. All right. So, we have a 12 pull here again from Serral. Yeah, if you think this was rigged, I think that's pretty ridiculous. Serral has absolutely nothing to gain by throwing away matches. Serral has absolutely nothing to gain by throwing away matches. He already has money. He already has so much money. All right, so Serral actually getting a really nice wraparound here. Getting on top of one of these zealots. Will he be able to pick off the second one or any of these probes? Trap with some beautiful micro here. Yeah, it's not like Trap's a bad player. Trap is a phenomenal player. Yes, it was a 12 pull expand. I skipped it, but yeah. Oh my god, guys, Serral made a mistake. It must be match fixing. No. Although, if it was match fixing, this is a phenomenal performance from Serral. To get to 3-1 and then lose in this way, like, I think, yeah, if he was match fixing, this is like the performance of the century. But, yeah, the fact that Trap didn't lose a probe is beyond excellent. He's going to shade in here with these adepts. I think that's actually a very questionable call there from Trap. The fact that Serral didn't get a wraparound on that adept was also a little bit questionable, but that was... I do not think that Trap should have finished that shade. I think that was a mistake. In fact, if anything, Zero Blast, I could argue that Trap threw a game in this. Because there was a moment where he literally didn't move his army while Serral was killing his natural wall. His army was right there and he didn't move it. I could say that he was match fixing there and deliberately losing a map there. But, you know. There's no real counterplay here from Serral. So he sees the Twilight and the Robo. He knows that there's going to be a glaive to depth pressure here. And Trap is going to somehow not kill that creep tumor. I thought he was absolutely going to kill that creep tumor. And Serral immediately dropping a Roach Warren. He's getting link speed. And I think you should know that there's just a timing attack coming out and he'll just make a bunch of units here. I'm not sure you're just having a conversation. No. I understand that fully. And I appreciate that you have your own opinion, but I really think it's nonsense to suggest that. I don't see any evidence for it whatsoever. Serral has already made $800,000 from playing StarCraft. He doesn't need more money. He would not accept the offer. Yeah, you know, I think that's fair as well. I'm not claiming that he threw the game. That's complete nonsense. Protoss doesn't need match fix to win. They have strong units. I know. That's true. All right, so we have the Adepts. Are they going to shade in here? Not quite. There's a lot of Lings there. And we have the Robobay coming up behind us. Now, this is a very tricky play here from Trap. Serral actually somehow is behind in workers throughout all of this. And Serral actually getting... Okay, never mind. I thought he got the Lings cut out there. These Adepts going to shade forward once again. The units here from Serral are just actually not ready. And unfortunately, this shade will not occur. And Trap playing this brilliantly so far, losing very few units here. Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to do Mass Adept Disruptor behind this. So just now building a lair. The fact that Serral is only at 39 drones is really surprising to me. I figured he would have squeezed a little bit more out, but maybe he thought the attack was coming in. But didn't mean to pull an Alex Jones. No. You're not as bad as Alex Jones. Come now, sir. All right, so he's gonna deny this adept drop. So we do have disruptors coming out now. We do have gravitic drive. So we do have fast warp prism speed here. Now, the thing is, Serral still has a lot of lings in this composition. If he keeps the lings on the warp prism, theoretically, he will not be able to unload the disruptors. Now, Serral does see the third base coming down here, so he should drone up a little. He's at 51 right now. And here comes some more adepts shading in towards the third base, which will finish the shade and get surrounded immediately. Some beautiful play here from Serral. And we do have another adept attack coming out here now. And Serral's just droning up to 3 bases now. So we do have a Colossus coming up now from Trap. But we do have the Disruptor Warp Prism coming in here. And Serral scouts it with the lings. He should know this is happening. And he should see the Warp Prism speed and think, okay, this has got to be Disruptors, right? Serral immediately pulls the lings back. I think he realized that he couldn't really get much counterplay here. And he will drop one of the Disruptors here. But there is not enough time to actually get the Disruptor Nova out before the Disruptor dies. All right, here come the Disruptors here from Trap. And there's a lot of adepts in this army as well. Okay, so this actually, I think Serral's going to lose right here. He's going to build as many units as he can. I think he should cancel at least +1 melee and just build as much as he can here. This is a huge attack coming out here from Trap. I think Serral scouted the third Nexus and droned up and thought, okay, there's no way that he's going to keep putting on the pressure, but he just didn't even probe up the third base. I die to this all the time. Okay, here comes the first Disruptor shot. It lands on a Queen and a lot of Ravagers as well. The force fields here from Trap are really excellent. The Banelings unable to connect with any of their targets. And this is already looking really excellent here for Trap in this game 6 here. And oh my goodness. Serral is definitely going to lose this base. There's no way he wins this. Yep, there we go. And now we're tied up. It's match point, friends. It is match point. And it doesn't look like there's a cannon rush or any crazy nonsense there. Looks like both players doing a standard macro opening. And Serral not going to be able to scout this Stargate here coming out here. I'll just skip ahead a little bit more. And a little bit more. Void Ray coming out first. Cool. Trap taking an early third. Also cool. Trap killing Overlords with Void Rays. Also cool. And we see another German taxi. He does have Overlord speed on the way. It's not completely out of the question. This Oracle here going to kill quite a few of these Creep Timbers. The Queens here, not going to be able to save this Overlord either. This is really, really annoying here for Serral. These 2 Stargate units here from Trapper are doing a lot of damage here so far. And we do have a second Stargate on the way here from Trap. This should go into Mass Void Race. Excuse me. This has been a phenomenal series so far. There's been a lot of different styles of play. And I think both players have just played really phenomenal StarCraft here. And I do want Serral to win, both because he's a Zerg and because, well, it's Serral. But if Trap wins, I think that would be lovely. Because I think Trap is honestly a really underrated Protoss. I think Trap is a really underrated Protoss. And I think that he's had a lot of games this year against Serral. And he deserves to win some of them. Because I think these guys also faced off in DreamHack Summer, right? Was it DreamHack Summer where they had a best of 7 and Serral won pretty convincingly? All right, so we have the fleet of Void Rays on the way. More Revelations going down. It's 4 Queens versus 4 Void Rays, or 3 Queens and a Spore versus 4 Void Rays. Which I think the Void Rays actually win that, right? Maybe, no, maybe not. Maybe not. We have the Hydrogen coming down here now from Serral. And another Ling run by trying to figure out any scouting they can get. I mean, if it kills the Stalker and gets in here, that would be lovely. Warpins are going to save that. And there's so many Queens out here from Serral. These Void Rays unable to do anything. As long as Serral keeps the creep spread up here, he's fine. I only ever see Serral lose trap. I'll keep my mouth shut. Don't want to ruin the great commentary. Thank you. Your intentions are what I'm thanking you for. You don't necessarily have to stop talking, but it's not like, oh, thank Christ, that guy shut the fuck, you know what I mean? Anyways, so we have, and I'm glad that you like the commentary. You only ever see Serral lose to Trap. I see Serral lose to Raynor a lot. I think they're about even, but that's still, like, Raynor's one of the only people in the world that can keep up with Serral, like, toe-to-toe on par. All right. Yes, Dark did win 4-0. Dark played an incredible series. And Serral played okay, but not up to Dark's caliber. I still think Serral's the better Zerg, though. Even in ZVZ. I think he's the better Zerg. Yeah, I'm not trying to diminish Dark's play at all. Dark played an extraordinary series. He played really freaking well. And Serral just played worse. And I think that a lot of people look at Serral and they're like, well, Serral's the greatest Zerg ever, so Dark must be shit and Rogue must be shit. And it's like, have you guys seen Dark and Rogue play this game? They're both fucking outstanding Zergs. Completely outstanding Zergs. And they definitely deserve the credit for that. And Dark is still the world champion. Like, he did beat everyone else in the world in 2019, so. All right, Serral's gonna go for a push here. I don't know if I like this, though. He does have bailing speed, he does have a lot here. But the storms here from Trap have to be really excellent to keep him alive here. And he does, oh my god, he is the Queens too. Okay, so this is everything. Serral needs to make this push work. The storms are already pretty good here. If he can just keep baiting them out until the high Templars run out of energy, he might be able to do this here. The transfuses on the Queens are really excellent here. And yeah, if he just keeps baiting out the storms, he'll be all right. Nice Zealot counterattack here from Trap. I really like that. I think it's just a brilliant idea for right here, right now. More storms going down, but the storms are mostly going down on the Queens here. Not quite getting the connections he wants. He hasn't used the shield battery overcharge yet. When is Serral going to commit? The Queens are trying to get on the left side. They're not quite in this engagement yet. Beautiful storms going down here. The Hydra's getting on top of the Void Rays. The Bailing's trying to get on top of these High Templars. He's killing a lot of the static defense here. There's still a couple storms left. They engulf all of these Hydras. Serral falling in supply, but does he have enough to push through here? The shield battery overcharge is quite strong. He's trying to get on the pylon in the back. He kills the battery, but is there enough here from Serral? The answer is no. Trap has held, and Serral on the back foot, forced to evacuate here as the Lings try to come in from multiple sides here, but actually get crossfired by the Zealots, and he lost his very important 5th base here. Trap in an excellent position here now. And I don't know what the transition is here from Serral. I mean, he does have an 85 drone economy, but he did not get the damage done he needed there. Trap still has 4 bases to Serral's 4 bases. This is looking really excellent here for Trap. Looks like Serral's gonna do another attack. That's very questionable here. He does have a pretty high Baneling count here, but there are still storms here from Trap that could very easily decimate this army. It looks like he's going to kill some of these Banelings here. A beautiful Ling run by here. I love this. I mean, the cannons aren't up yet. This is actually going to do quite a bit of damage. It looks like the Warpins are going to come in here for now from Trap. Serral's going to go towards the natural here. He's going to try to get on top of this army. The storms are really excellent here. The Banelings connecting with the Zealots on the left side. The Hydra's quite exposed. The storms here from Trap are still immaculate. And can Serral get on top of this army? We're going to find out. The Banelings unable to get to the High Templars in the back. The shield battery overcharge is going to keep them alive. And it looks like the Hydras are forced to retreat here. 2 carriers on the way here from Trap. And Serral has no answer for them whatsoever. He's got Hydras, but is that really going to be enough? I don't think it is. He does have +2 attack on these Hydras, and there is no air upgrades on these carriers. So maybe if he could just keep this unrelenting pressure up, he could break Trap here. There's still a lot of High Templars here. He's building even more of them now. And what the shit just happened there? Did the game literally just like skip 2 minutes forward? Well, that's some bullshit right there. Because this is at 11:14, 11:15. I don't think I hit anything, but okay, so we're here now. He sees the carriers now. He has to try to engage this. The storms are really excellent. They kill almost all the banelings here. And Serral, I don't think he can kill this army. The Hydras are now super exposed. They have no Lingbane shield. The storms are really excellent here. And Serral, oh man, there we are. Trap wins Dream Hackmaster's last chance. A beautiful series from both sides. But Serral didn't get the damage done he needed to in that last game, and Trap with the almost reverse sweep. It was almost a complete full reverse sweep. Does win DreamHack last